Miami, July 5th and July 31st. Ice Cube's Big 3 is back at the Amerant Bank Arena, featuring big stars like Dwight Howard, Joe Johnson, Lance Stevenson, and more. And featuring your home team, the Miami 305, led by Michael Beasley. Grab your tickets now at big3.com/tickets or Ticketmaster. Presented by iHeart.
Do you love the Tabernacle Choir? This year, the choir's music is everywhere you are. Listen to your favorite choir songs and music and the spoken word anytime you want on Alexa by simply enabling the skill.
Alexa, play music in the spoken word.
Now playing music in the spoken word.
You can also download the Tabernacle Choir app, subscribe to the choir on YouTube, listen on Spotify, and have access to all their wonderful music. Happy listening.
It's time to get your morning started with the news you need to know.
News update.
This is what's trending with DJ and PK. Hashtag Utah Jazz.
We've talked a lot about his screening. Obviously, that doesn't necessarily show up in the box score, but that's a big one. I also think that Nurk has done a really good job of taking accountability in different moments. I think he's been a part of a really great core of veteran leaders that we have in our locker room. They're setting a good example for our young players, not only in how to go about their business every day, but in the willingness to be coached.
That's Will Hardy talking about what Jusuf Nurkic brings to the team, what he brought last season, what he's expected to bring back now that he's been signed to a 2-year, $22 million deal. Looking like the backup center. He's more an offensive guy, making you think they've got their eyes on somebody defensively. Kessler's the first choice, and Kessler's going to have a little meeting in L.A. today as NBA free agency begins. We'll see which teams make what kind of offers and what the Jazz have to match.
Are you reporting that? He's having a meeting?
Will Hardy. No, sorry, that was Will Hardy. Tony Jones is reporting that.
Oh.
With The Athletic, now primarily covering Philly, but still talking to people in Utah or people around Walker Kessler.
Oh, yeah. I think he's the first, second, and third choice.
Think they'll be all in on him no matter where the price tag goes, or do you think there's a line that they won't cross?
I think they have that in mind. Yeah, but that's dependent on someone else, not them. They have to see what the market is for this young man. And I do think there are other options. Steve Cleveland talking about Robert Williams III. That could be a potential option, too. Have to see how that plays out. But, yeah, I think it's Kessler all the way, unless it's an outrageous. But I don't think they're as concerned about the salary structure right now as you are 3 years from now.
So that would indicate you think if he gets a $35, $40, $44 million offer.
44, wow. Who's going to offer him?
I know. But the Lakers were trying to get Reeves at $30 million, and then Detroit swooped in, and now they matched
the Lakers
his
would be
46.
bidding against themselves. Detroit was bidding against the Lakers.
Right, and so presumably in this meeting, someone's going to come in and bid, essentially, and then the Jazz have to match it, so the Jazz will be...
Well, but the Lakers, why would they would be bidding against themselves. They were bidding against Detroit for Reeves.
Right, I get that.
But, So
the Jazz are at 28 now, and let's see when another team comes in the role of Detroit.
Yeah, I know, but why would it go up to 44? I don't see that.
I wouldn't think so, but we've seen players before get paid more than we thought they were going to get paid.
Yeah, but I'm not living in the past. I'm going in the future.
Okay. DJ and PK.
Hashtag NBA.
The very first conversation whenever I bumped into Masai and Mike in Chicago, and at that point I had full intentions of being back at Michigan no matter what. And we had a great conversation. It had nothing to do with this position. And then whenever we were talking about our guys, we had 3 guys in the lottery. It was mentioned that would I have any interest in this job? And my eyes went up, and instantly I said, this one checks all the boxes.
Dusty May on how he ended up taking the Dallas Mavericks head coaching job, saying goodbye to Michigan and college hoops.
I'm going to be back no matter what. And I'm getting sick of checks all the boxes. I'm done with that phrase.
We're going to have to do a segment on phrases you're done with.
I'm able to handle more at the end of the day than
I was going to say, at the end of the day, it checks all the boxes.
Because at the end of the day, that's a relative position.
It is what it is.
Depending on how old you are, end of the day. When I was in college, the end of the day was actually the next day at 2 a.m. But now 2 a.m., forget it. If I'm up at 2 a.m., cancel the next 3 days.
NBA moves. The Grizzlies trading John Morant to the Portland Trailblazers in exchange for Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. Morant will try to revive his career after off-court issues curbed the run in Memphis. He will try again in Portland.
Portland is a head-scratcher as far as what's going to go on. It's a fascinating story because, they've got a bunch of small guards there. Obviously, Damian Lillard expected to return. And Morant is one of those players, too. How is that going to work? I don't know.
Be small, be offensive-minded, try to outscore people.
And you got the owner. It's a one-year deal for the coach. How many coaches have been fired after 1 year? Aren't they all on one-year deals?
But when they only have one-year deals, do they have no leverage and
what
players
leverage
do whatever they want?
What leverage does a coach have? I don't know that a coach really has leverage. If they want it, he can get the money,
right?
But that's not leverage.
It's more perception than reality. I get what you're saying, but he's going to be here a while. When the perception is he's not going to be here very long, even less of a say.
But they're all one-year deals, essentially.
A lot of people get fired. I know where you're going with this. We sit in here and we talk about so-and-so, gone. You can take a team to a conference final. Right. And be gone. Ask the New York Knicks.
Right. Or you could have 4 losing seasons and you're brilliant. Look at all this internal media telling us about Will Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
He's just the greatest thing ever. He hasn't come close to a winning record. Not that it's his fault, but he's so awesome.
Yep.
I mean, and then you just bring up Thibodeau, and he's gone. And here, Will Hardy, he has tenure. It seems like he's on a Jerry Sloan track. And it's going to take him 10 years to reach 500.
It's probably true. 4 years of digging a pretty deep hole.
Yeah, and I'm not blaming him by any stretch, but I'm just saying,
the plan.
You just don't know. So they make such a big deal about it, and now Bill Orm, we need to, I called Bill Orm for
Yeah.
talking about the team might move.
Yes, he's written that, and then he's just getting... It was actually hilarious to read all the people posting stuff.
I didn't read anything.
Oh my gosh, it was hilarious.
Well, I mean that's
I know.
The oldest the profession.
Yep.
And half of those, if
he does
not 2/3, are anonymous people. Who cares about that?
Bill did not like the John Morant acquisition, and he has written about the whole process as they have one meeting with one government body after another, trying to get their new arena.
Well, the idea of moving is far more important than John Morant.
Golden State keeps Kristaps Porzingis 2 years, $40 million with the player option. And there's all kinds of rumors about LeBron. And if LeBron, are they going to trade Jimmy Butler to bring in AD? Draymond Green taking less money to stay. It didn't really make sense to me why Steve Kerr was staying. It seemed like all signs were pointing to him leaving, and then he pivots and gets a contract. And I can't help but wonder how much of this had already been outlined and was already being mapped out.
That's it? That's why he want to come back for 1 year of this stuff?
Yep.
Or 2 years?
A lot of celebrity, but can they keep these guys healthy for the playoffs?
I think he wants to continue coaching and wants the money. I mean, that was the idea to coach these old-timers. I got to have that or else I'm not going to coach.
There's also the chance that he was looking around at other jobs and then couldn't get them. I mean, that's another option.
Steve Kerr.
I know.
If that doesn't work, there's always the president.
Or broadcasting.
Certainly, you don't get the adrenaline rush. Porzingis, he's just a poor man's Caucasian Anthony Davis, is he not?
Really big, often hurt, occasionally does some spectacular things, tantalizing, but then he's hurt again.
Yeah, like he's a big unicorn when he came in the league. Oh, this 8-foot dude can dribble and shoot and blah, 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 and then he's hurt all the time.
Wemby before Wemby, but hurt all the time. Spurs hold on to Harrison Barnes and Julian Champagny from their core. Barnes gets a year and $8 million. Champagny gets 3 years and $45 million. Come back and shoot some more three-pointers.
Is that the Champagne guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Malik Beasley, Ed Davis, ex-NBA players were among 6 men who have been indicted in gambling case. Beasley allegedly agreed to manipulate his statistics ahead of at least 4 games during the season. He was with the Bucks, 23-24, and that's so the co-conspirators could wager on the stats.
The co-conspirators?
He wasn't going to grab rebounds one night, so bet the under on his rebounds.
Man, when you start getting co-conspirators, it's nasty.
DJ and PK.
Miami, July 5th and July 31st. Ice Cube's Big 3 is back at the Amerant Bank Arena, featuring big stars like Dwight Howard, Joe Johnson, Lance Stevenson, and more. And featuring your home team, the Miami 305, led by Michael Beasley. Grab your tickets now at big3.com/tickets or Ticketmaster. Presented by iHeart.
Evening. Buyer's remorse. Buy a new car? I'll be moving in. Let's get started.
Sorry, I think there's been a mistake. I bought it from Carvana.
You what?
Yeah, great price. I even have 7 days to love it or return it.
So there's no...
No buyer's remorse. More like buyer's rejoice.
I guess I'll let myself out. Congratulations. I mean it.
Buyer's rejoice. Buy your car today on Carvana.
Limitations and exclusions may apply. See our 7-day return policy at Carvana.com.
Hashtag NFL.
You know, I would expect a lot of improvement from where it's been. I mean, last year we just underperformed in every area, and it's everybody's fault. That's the reality. There's nobody who did a good job. There's not one player in the organization. There's not anybody involved that did the job to the level that it needs to be done at. And everybody needs to improve. And it starts with me, and it filters down to the rest of the players on the field, and they got to go out there and ultimately they got to perform at a high level.
Tom Brady on his expectations and his evaluation of the Raiders.
How does it start with him? He's a minority owner.
Yeah. he gets to give lots of advice. And
what that tatted up dude, Crosby's like, wait a second.
I did think Max Crosby.
I balled out. What are you talking about?
There's probably 1 or 2 guys going, I could have been an all-pro on another team.
I was going to say, Max was an all-pro.
Not everyone. Everyone sucked.
Lots of people suck.
That's why they need to build this whole rebuild around Fernando Mania. I told you, Vegas is just an LA suburb.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 2026. That was 1981, so you got a nice round number.
45 years ago.
Yeah.
45 years ago, Sergeant Pepper told the band to play. Wait a minute. That was 20 years ago. Well, the math doesn't work, but you get the idea. Detroit Lions released corner Terrion Arnold after he's arrested on 8 felony charges of armed robbery and kidnapping. His bond's set at $1 million. Former Tennessee Titans running back Chris Johnson revealed he's been diagnosed with ALS and Lou Gehrig's disease. He's been dealing with issues stemming from it since 2025. He's a 10-year NFL vet. DJ PK.
Hashtag college football.
Utah Utes adding some more commitments. Timpview High School teammates Ian Alusio, offensive lineman, and Fui Vakapuna, linebacker, along with the commitment of a wide receiver from Spring, Texas, Darnell Jackson Jr. So, more names. You watch the Timpview guys much, Jock? You see them?
Yeah, I've seen both of them.
Yeah?
Fui actually just transferred from Corner Canyon to Timpview. His uncle is that Fui Vakapuna who played at BYU. So, yeah, both of them pretty good.
Colorado Buffalo's coach.
Whoa. Did you expect him to say they're no good?
I didn't know if you'd seen him or not.
That's not good. The question. The question wasn't if he saw him. The question is, did you expect him to say they're not very good?
Thought maybe there'd be some details in there. Just curious what he thought or what he saw. No, I didn't think he'd say they were terrible.
Good. That's why they got scholarships.
Yeah. Buffs coach Deion Sanders said he feels like his old and younger self again. A year after undergoing surgery to remove his cancerous bladder. He told the AP, I consider myself cancer-free. So, looking to rebound from a 3-9 season last year.
Well, we'll also be bowl-free this year.
Yeah.
But not born-free.
DJ PK.
Hashtag Major League Baseball.
2-2. Line to left. Here comes Soto racing in. Can't get it, and it bounces by. All the way to the wall. Springer around first, heading to second. Takes the turn. Ewing drops the ball. Now Soto picks it up. Springer is going to score. Unbelievable.
And Ohtani belts it high and deep to right. Forget it. Oh, this ball's way out of here. Over to the top of Home Run Hill between the trees. A 3-run home run for Shohei Ohtani.
Suzuki hits a high fly ball deep left. Going back, Bowen at the wall, leaps, and this one is off the wall. Cubs win! Cubs win! Crow Armstrong scores. Seiya Suzuki delivers.
Cubs beat the Padres 3-2. The Cubbies, they've been running hot and cold all year. They're rolling again. They're 9 games over 500. They're tied for the first wild card. Good times in Chicago again. Up and down they go, but currently up. They get the win.
I'll be there in a few weeks, taking in the ball game. Looking forward to it.
Who are you going to see?
The Cubs.
And?
I don't know.
Oh.
She arranged it.
Thanks for that update with the Cubs.
Well, I want to see the Cubs. Who cares who they're playing?
Well, if they're playing the Phillies, the Dodgers, the Diamondbacks, one of your teams, I would think that'd be a bigger thrill.
I don't know who they're playing. I hope it's a crappy team so the ticket prices aren't as much.
Shohei Ohtani goes deep, 3-run homer in Sacramento. The Dodgers, it sounded like a home game, all the Dodger fans cheering there. Dodgers roll past the Athletics 9-4.
You think it's going to be an Athletics team? If they had the strong fan base, they wouldn't be moving.
The West Sacramento A's?
The West Sacramento A's, yeah. There's plenty of A's fans. The A's games have been on TV in Sacramento forever.
If there were plenty, they wouldn't be moving.
I was going to say.
In Oakland, they're in Sacramento. Sacramento's not building a free stadium. Not moving because of fans.
Well, then why would you
surprise
that it would be Dodger fans when you just told me there's not that many in Sacramento?
There are fans in Sacramento. What there is in Vegas is a free stadium. I think there's more A's fans in Sacramento than there are in Las Vegas. But in Vegas, they're getting the stadium built for them. Have somebody pay for the stadium. That's what drives the move.
Well, why didn't they get a free stadium there? They already had a stadium.
They had an old rundown stadium in Oakland.
But it was free?
Sacramento. Yeah, well, this one's going to be newer and nicer
and
have
freer?
More luxury suites and freer. Born free.
But they'll have fewer fans, according to you. They'll have less fans in Vegas.
They'll have more of what they had in Sacramento. Dodger fans will show up in Vegas. It's a little L.A., baby. And they'll sell to tourists.
Dodger fans will show up in Vegas for every 5 years when they play them.
And they will also have casinos giving away tickets to their high rollers and tourists going to games. And then they hope to build a fan base over time.
Oh.
And their new stadium.
Wow.
But the casinos are going to buy.
They should hire you.
The casinos, no, they already got their deal. The casinos are going to buy the luxury suites.
You just outline what's going to happen.
Man, there you go. Casinos are going to buy the luxury suites and they're going to make money.
I believe every professional sports team is going to make money. Name me a sports team that has lost money.
Not seeing people go bankrupt like we did back in the day. They're getting their cash.
I was watching the Baseball Network, and they had the big inning where they have 4.
They do a quad box. Yeah, they have 4 screens of 4 games going at the same time.
Boom. Pitch for Diamondbacks, Arenado. He goes deep. I move my eyes over. Boom. Pitch to Ohtani. He goes deep. And then I move my eyes over. The pitch to the Cubs guy. Thinking, oh, that's gone. A game-winning home run. But it wasn't a home run. But it bounced off the ivy, so it's good enough. And I caught it all. It's like boom, boom, boom. It was pretty cool to watch that. And when they have the 4-box, you call it, they're big enough to where it's probably as big as every TV I had ever had it as a kid. So that's just cool when they do that. And the A's and the Dodgers had Max Muncy in both teams. The first time ever, Max Muncy has started for 2 different teams in the same game. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yes. The A's have a player named Max Muncy.
They
Born on the same birthday.
Crazy.
Same name, same position in the lineup.
Parallel lives, same universe.
And have the same birthday, no less. And are you surprised that the Yankees are cooling off?
I did notice they lost a 5th in a row. Yeah. 5
So
straight
now
losses now.
you're surprised they were hot, now you're surprised they're cooling off?
No,
they
I thought
just
this is
surprised
more.
you just left and right, huh?
No, this isn't. This is a, I wouldn't say surprise. Something milder than that. I don't know what the word is. They are coming back down to earth, which I thought had to happen at some point. I'm surprised it didn't happen. I guess I'm a little surprised that it happened.
So
mostly
they were playing in the
against
stratosphere?
The Red Sox, yes, they were. The ionosphere, the stratosphere. Well, I don't know. All those levels.
I think the worst thing about Aaron Judge being injured is that we don't get to hear Ella Langley as his walk-up music, his home games. Do you know who she is?
Yep.
She's the hottest young country gal. Choosing Texas has been number one into its 12th week.
Wow, dominant. What a run.
Yes.
3 months.
It's
Nice.
a pretty cool tune.
Maybe I know the song and I just don't know her name. Yeah.
27 years old.
Is it a big crossover hit?
To me, yes.
Okay.
But I can't answer that.
Yankees lost to the Tigers 7-3. 3 runs on 3 hits with 2 errors. Not a glorious night of baseball for the Yankees, who've dropped 5 in a row now and are 12-10 without Judge, which is a little more normal, what they normally do without him. Bees open a series against Las Vegas tonight. They're at the ballpark at America First Square. First pitch at 6:35. Tony Parks on 1280 The Zone at 6:20. DJ and PK.
Tanaka's given the ball away there. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, and here's a chance. Martinelli! Brazil have won it! They've stolen it right at the death!
A few have been in this position for Paraguay. But he scores! Paraguay have done it!
Ismail Sabari can win the penalty shootout for Morocco with this kick. Yes!
Highlights from the World Cup, 3 knockout games. Brazil gives up an early goal to Japan, dominates the game, scores 5 minutes into stoppage time to win it. 2-1, Brazil escapes. They're on to the round of 16. And then Paraguay beats Germany on penalties. Morocco beats the Netherlands on penalties. Morocco with a late goal in the 90th minute to tie that thing up. Germany and the Netherlands both missing 3 penalties. Hitting the crossbar, hitting the post, spraying the ball wide of the goal. Pressure, PK. It's like watching people shoot free throws under pressure. You know they can do it, but with all that pressure, well, they can't in this moment. So Germany's out and the Netherlands are out before the round of 16.
What's the percentage on that? So we know on free throws.
So normally, some people say 90%. I think that's high, but certainly you should be converting like 75 or 80% of your penalties. So in this case, Germany was 3 out of 6, 50%, and Netherlands only converted 2 of their
So all those
5.
guys who would be taking those penalty kicks, would they, if you translate into individual free throw shooting percentages, would they be 75, 80%?
Yep, they should.
So they're good free throw shooters.
Exactly.
Because if you send a Mitchell Robinson to the line and he clanks one, no one's surprised.
They've got 11 guys, so typically you send up your 5, poised veterans, mostly attackers, but you do see, a veteran center back or something might take it. The goalkeepers usually don't go up until late. And neither one of them went long enough to get the goalkeepers up there. But yeah, the point is, if you got 10 guys out there, and if there's somebody, a player or two who are young, inexperienced, or have a track record of being terrible in this situation, you don't have to put them up there right away. You put your better guys
And
up
we're going to
there.
go all through this for several weeks, and it's going to be Spain, France, or Brazil and Argentina. And that's
Probably not Brazil, I would think. I think you were right with the first 3.
Well, those are the top 3,
Yeah.
and then, but you have to have a Final Four.
You do. And somebody gets in. The Final Four is in. Morocco was in. South Korea's been in the Final Four.
Get real.
You can see an outlier get to the Final Four.
No,
but
not this year.
My
two
of the teams that you would think, even though they're not expected to win it, Germany and the Netherlands have the history and the pedigree. You would think they'd do it, and they're out. Gone. But I think you're right about, especially about France. France has looked awesome.
France can field 2, if not 3 teams, and they would be still playing.
France and Sweden, the middle game today, 3 o'clock. The first game's Ivory Coast and Norway, 11 a.m., and Mexico and Ecuador
Do you
tonight
sit
at
and
7.
watch all these games?
I do not.
Why not? What the hell else you got to do?
I have other things to do in life. Do all the stuff other people do. I missed World Cup games golfing with you last week.
Okay, outside of that, but that was early on. I mean, now we're getting down, we're moving along here. I get in the...
Still going to try to golf once or twice a week. I got a whole honey-do list like everybody else, and I do watch some of them.
I don't have a honey-do list.
You do, too.
I do not.
You do, too.
I do not.
There are things you do because you're a man.
Yeah, I call somebody to do it. And I got this plumbing company that screwed us over, and I'm trying to figure out a way to screw them back.
Nice.
After we just had 3 huge trucks from the city in our house the other day.
Because a plumbing company messed up.
Oh, yeah. Wait till I reveal their names.
Bum. DJ and PK.
#NHL.
Utah Mammoth re-up Kyler Yamamoto. He gets 2 years. Going to average about $1.75 million. Mammoth also trade a prospect, a defenseman, whose name I can't possibly pronounce correctly, can I? Maximilian Zuber?
Zuber, yeah.
Oh, nice. To the Montreal Canadiens. Just when I get his name down, they deal him to Montreal. That doesn't seem right. For forward Joshua Roy, who signed to a 1-year, 2-way contract.
So just because you got the name right, it doesn't seem right that they traded
Exactly. How could they do that?
So it's about you.
Yep. There it is.
As if we had any doubt.
No, I tried to make it clear. I'm glad you picked up on it. What is trending brought
like
to you?
in 2004.
Well, then what are you asking for?
Because we have new listeners.
What is trending? Brought to you by Shamrock Plumbing. There's no job too big or too small. Get the personal touch with Shamrock Plumbing. Eric Pincus, national NBA writer for Bleacher Report, going to join us at 9 o'clock. Loves the salary cap and the money side of the business. He has educated himself. We have questions for him. What does he think is going to happen with Walker Kessler and the Utah Jazz? We'll talk with him coming up at 9 o'clock. Brandon Huffman, national recruiting analyst for On3.com and Rivals, joins us at 9:30. DJ and PK, it's 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.
Playing mobile games and not getting rewarded for it is a thing of the past. Why haven't you switched yet? If you're going to spend the time playing, you should be earning rewards doing it. With Missed Play, you play what you love and earn points for gift cards and more. Plus, you can enter the Missed Play sweepstakes for your chance to win tens of thousands of dollars in cash, bundles, and gift cards every week. So yeah, keep playing games. Just maybe get rewarded for it. Download Missed Play today and enter for your chance to win.
Make game day yours. Tickets, food and drinks, stats, and streaming. Everything you need is in the Utah Mammoth app. Download today and make game night easy. Download on both Android and iPhone. Tusk Top.